Yo, listen up. I need y'all to stop what y'all doing and go to thefora.com and get that new book by Lakey the Kid through Fora. And while you at it, cop some merch too.
Mixtapes and DVDs is my era.
Facts.
We did it better.
Yep.
Pelly leathers,
Facts.
ACG boots. We 80s babies and early 90s when it got grimy. I was out of this world, you could not find me unless you checked the lobby. Hustling was my hobby. We was lobby boys before Jim Jones. You could catch me in Harlem eating Jimbos.
I know what it is. Boy, young Newz. You know y'all here in Queens. I'm repping for Coke Keys and Fetty, man. Y'all know what's up.
Now, Newz is a rapper from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, New York. Some may know him as Young Newz or Brooklyn Newz. Newz had hit the mixtape scene in the early 2000s. Around age 19, after knowing Coke, Newz would hook up with DJ Envy. Newz and his partner Coke, who was in the rap game already, will be introduced as a duo under DJ Envy's Block Entertainment and begin to put out Block Gang mixtapes. Newz will also be featured on several mixtapes at the time, from DJ Envy, DJ Clue, Big Mike, and Cutmaster C, just to name a few. Newz will even work with artists from Red Cafe, Uncle Murder, Mano, and Gravy. After becoming popular as a solo artist, Newz will start his mixtape series for the Takeover. Once Newz began to create a buzz in the DVD era, he will appear on DVDs like Smack DVD, True Stories DVD, and Real Talk, and the list goes on. Now, one of Newz's most iconic appearances on the DVD in the DVD era will be on Smack DVD, where Newz shot a small video for his song Gangsta Shroll, with guest appearances in his video by Mano and DJ Envy. Now, when the song and videos brung up, a lot of people say it's one of their favorite songs by Young Newz, if not their favorite. Now, if you're from the mixtape and DVD era and you rock with Young Newz, jump in the comment section and let me know your favorite song by him. Now, around this time in 05-06, Newz will have a close affiliation with fellow Bed-Stuy native G-Baby, who will be with him on most of the DVDs he appeared on. Now, I just did a whole video on G-Baby, who repped QBB, so I'll leave the link in the description box if you haven't seen it already, so you could get more familiar with G-Baby if you aren't already. Now, in 2006, Newz will put out his mixtape for the Takeover Part 2. The same year, he'll have a feud with rapper and actor Gravy. Now, Newz and Uncle Murder will put out a diss record to Gravy after he was shot in the butt at Hot 97. Newz will also come at Gravy on a Real Talk DVD to the 50 Cent and Tupac, The Realest Killers beat. Now, on this DVD, Newz along with G-Baby would express that Gravy wasn't really from Bed-Stuy, and Newz would say that he was dissing Gravy because he felt Gravy sent shots at him indirect prior.
That's the building he picked the beat from. You ain't from here. You ain't even from Bedford Stuyvesant.
By 2007, Newz was signed to Murder Inc., stemming from his relationship with Chris Gotti, the brother of Irv Gotti.
Feels good to be in the business. Block Gang Murder Ring.
While being signed to Murder Inc., Newz will be setting up his release for his debut album, Hunting Season. Newz will put out songs with Ja Rule like I'm Ready, Still Murder, and also will be featured on Irv Gotti's reality show, Gotti's Way, on VH1 in 2009. Newz seemed to be happy under Murder Inc., and it seemed like Murder Inc. was fully supporting Newz, but Newz's album would never drop, and it seemed like his buzz and him signing to Murder Inc. would eventually die out. Now, in 2010, Newz will pop back on the scene with a new video for Money Over Everything, alongside of DJ Envy, where on this record, Newz would say, I signed to the murderers, but that ain't work out. Now I'm back on the block with my niggas hand and work out. Now, it seems like business with Newz and Irv Gotti didn't work out, and it's never been clear on his reasons for leaving Murder Inc. Now, after reading the comments off of old videos of Newz, I see it's more recent comments of a lot of people saying he reminds them of Pop Smoke. Now, Newz sometimes did have a way of doing his hooks that sounds similar to the rhythm of 50 Cent, just like Pop Smoke. Plus, they both had heavy voices. Now, we know Pop Smoke was influenced by 50 Cent, and Newz could have been influenced as well. Now, jump in my comment section if you hear similarities between Newz and Pop Smoke. Now, the question is, was Young Newz blackballed by 50 Cent due to his beef with Murder Inc., or was it just a misunderstanding between Newz and Irv Gotti? Now, in 2010, Newz would get back on his grind and begin to put out music videos for Money Over Everything, BK Ninja, For You Rappers, and the list goes on. Now, around 2012, Newz put out his mixtape under his new label, Cream Nation, called Cash Rules Everything Around Me, Volume 1. Now, to everyone following Newz, they thought he was making a comeback and he'll create a buzz all over like he had once before. But unfortunately, after trying to set the underground hip-hop scene on fire again, Newz would completely disappear from the scene. Now, Newz' last post was on Instagram April 2013, and everybody want to know where Newz is at and what's he up to. Supposedly, Newz got shot up and fell back from the hip-hop music industry. Now, this shooting happened more than a few years back, and it's unclear when this shooting happened exactly as far as what year and how many times he was shot. Now, there's no residue left online on when this situation actually happened. I guess because Newz was no longer in the headlines, so it's really unclear. But from what I'm hearing, Newz is doing well, and in my opinion, I feel like he's no longer in the spotlight because he's just tired. Now, he did the mixtape era, he did the DVD era, got signed to a major label, but never came out with an album, which could be very discouraging. Now, I'm interested to see if Newz will ever be on Vlad TV, Flip the Script, or even Math, my expert opinion, to tell his story. Now, what I don't want for Newz is him to come back out, drop videos that don't get views under his channel, and, ruin his legacy. I want to see him come back out and eventually start putting out music with people that's on the same type of time as him. Benny the Butcher, Conway, Fabulous, people that really spit on some N-Watch. But anyway, if you're a fan of these hip-hop stories, tell a friend and tell a friend about my page. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I hope I answered y'all questions. But until then, we just going to have to wait for Newz to tell y'all what it is. And I'm out. 1.